A physical quantity that has both magnitude as well as direction is called vector quantity. In order to understand the vector, what I'm going to do, I'm going to consider an arrow. So this is my arrow, which is basically a vector. So this point is A and this point is known as starting point. And this is also known as the tail of the vector. This point is V, which is also known as the head of the vector, and we also call it terminal point. So basically, a vector has a starting point and an end point. And the direction of the vector is from A to B, and its magnitude is basically length of the vector. We can also represent this vector as a vector P. So basically what you need to do, you need to choose an alphabet and put an arrow at the top, and that will be a vector. Now the question is, how do we represent the vector? So the symbol to represent the vector is starting point and terminal point and the arrow at the top. There is another way that we can also represent the vector is writing an alphabet and the arrow at the top. So this AV vector can also be written as vector P. The magnitude of the vector is basically length of AV, or we can also say that length of vector P. So basically, if we want to know how long the vector is, we need to find the magnitude, which is basically the length of the vector, or I should say the distance between A and B. Now the direction of the vector is from A to B. So basically A is the starting point and B is the terminal point. So the vector starts at A and goes all the way to B. So the direction of the vector is from A to B. And this is how we will represent any vector.